and we're gonna react to one and only Mr. Bruno Mars. And this is a very, very old video that I've heard, and it's been recommended by so many of my friends. I actually went to see Bruno Mars this year in Bangkok. It was phenomenal. We had a blast time of our life, and we were dancing like crazy. I think we were the one of the few people who were dancing like crazy and trying to block everyone behind us. But we had a blast, and it was so much fun. We danced to almost all of his songs, even the sad songs. We were not sitting down. We had so much fun. This is a rendition, that's what I've heard. I have never actually watched this video, of Just the Way You Are, but it's not like the original version. And that is why I love Bruno Mars, because he always brings something new to the table. Even when we went to his concert, he performed some of his songs slightly differently, or he added something, removed something, there were some different parts there and something different, always something new happening, some new dance move, something new happening that always kept us on the edge of our seats. It was a phenomenal experience. I cannot recommend it highly enough. So let's get into it. Let's check. And there are two things which I really love about Bruno Mars. Like, there are really two things. One thing is that he can actually sing quite high now, especially now. He's like he has a better technique and sing quite high, even in the female range. So when he does like a female duet with someone, it actually sits very well with the female voices, right? And that's why a lot of girls also love to sing Bruno Mars. And number two, he has an eye for talent. He knows he's gonna partner with this person, this song's gonna be hit. Like, just look at the history. Uptown Funk, Lady Gaga's latest song, to Rosé from Blackpink, her latest song. You look at the history, he's always had a knack for it. He's always had a knack for producing really cool, catchy songs. So I've loved those things, and he's a performer. He gives it his all on stage. So let's go for it. Let's one and only Bruno Mars. Let's go. The intro is quite different, unique.
Oh, her eyes make the stars look like they're not shining. Her hair falls perfectly without her trying. She's so beautiful, and I tell her every day. Yeah, I know when I compliment her, she won't believe me. And it's so sad, I think that she don't see what I see. But every time she asks me, do I love you?
Okay.
I say.
Oh, this starting, I just have to pause it here. It is so unique and so beautiful. In a way, it reminds me of that Motown kind of era, like R&B, early R&B kind of era. And like those 70s, 60s, 70s, 80s sound. And you can see the instrumentalists, like everyone in his band, they are phenomenal. People don't give enough credit to his band members. Like, they're all really awesome. And the way he's singing, like, there's a little bit an old school vibe to it, which looks very, very cool. And they all look dapper in these suits. So just the last part, if we hear singing, I say. So he's like, it's not like super powerful, but like in a airy kind of a poppy voice, but it has that old school feel to it, which I really, really find it super nice. Oh, nice moves.
And her laugh, she hates, but I think it's so sexy. Yeah, she's so beautiful, and I tell her every day. Two-step with us, y'all. Oh, you know I never ask you to change. Imperfect's what you're searching for, then just stay the same. So don't even bother asking if you look okay. You know why I say, yeah.
I have to say the dance and the presentation and the bass is like killing it. He's like doing his bass thing with the dance. They're all loving the performance, and as you can see, Bruno has the charm and the vibe to like get the crowd going. Like you very rarely see like everyone is just sitting, and like Bruno makes sure that everyone is enjoying, having fun, having a great time, dancing around, jumping around. And his vocals are not as powerful as they are now, but you can still see like when he belts, like he goes into his mixed voice a bit. He has a good control over his head voice, so he's using a bit of power there, a bit of compression, and not too much, but just enough, especially the chorus part.
So don't even bother asking if you look okay. You know why I say, yeah.
And you can see that's a very good mic technique, because when I started singing live, I made this mistake. Is when I would sing the loud parts, I will not move the mic. Ooh, when I say, like you too close to the mic, and when you go louder, it just goes over the music. So you need to have some practice and some awareness. You can see that Bruno will slightly pull away from the mic, and I learned this by watching other singers, like how they did it. Right, you can see. Yeah, so he's not only like pulling the mic away a little bit, he's also singing to the side, so it doesn't really overwhelm the mic, right? So it doesn't really overwhelm the whole mix setup. Otherwise, his voice will be too loud as compared to the background music. So let's replay it again, and you see this is showmanship. This is what it is about performing live on stage. And he's doing a fantastic job till now. So when I see your face, he's singing in a different way. So there are like different ways you can approach it. So let's see the way he sings. When I see your face, baby. Okay, so it's sung a bit differently than it's sung in his album. So it's like, when I see your face. There's a bit of a gap, right? So there is like a bit of a dynamics going there. But yeah, like this is something as I said, when I went to his concert, he sang some parts differently. He added something, he removed something. He kept us on our toes, and there was always something new happening, and that's what made the whole show super exciting, and we had a lot of fun there. So
girl, you're amazing, just the way you are. You make me feel like,
that is an exquisite use of head voice. It is so cool. It's giving me goosebumps. That was so cool. And that is not at all he has done in any other live performances I've seen of this song. I heard him do something similar in one of his covers, but it was some completely different, really beautiful use of head voice, and you can see it right here. Let's experience this beautiful moment again. And the band is freaking amazing. Like any pop star would kill to have such a band. Like phenomenal. These guys are like the trumpet with the saxophone with the bass guitar and drum. Everyone is so good.
you make me feel like,
And also another thing to notice is this aspect of air voice is less airy than, you know, in some other songs, in some other pop songs he might have sung. It's very, it's not, there's not like too much air. It's like, it's very clear, it's more clear, less airy. It's almost like the owl saying ooh ooh ooh. So it's a lot less air, a lot more head voice. It's not like a falsetto completely, it's very much his head voice. So that was beautiful to see.
There's not a thing that I would change, 'cause you're amazing, just the way you are. And ooh, when you smile, the whole world stops and stares for a while. 'Cause girl, you're amazing, just the way you are.
That was very beautifully done. And you can see he went a little bit into a falsetto, then into pure head voice. And what we are also seeing is amazing amount of breath control. Like Bruno has tremendous breath control, and if you want to be able to hit the high notes and, you know, have more control and power in your head voice, breath is an essential thing. Like your breathing, how you breathe, how you control your airflow is extremely important when it comes to hitting the high note. What a lot of people do is they push and they blast a bunch of air. It's not controlled, and then they have all these really bad sounding. Either it's too fluty, it's like too weak, or they're like pushing it like this, which is very bad for your vocals. You should not be pushing it. Instead, you should be having a stream of air coming with some pressure, some compression in your like diaphragm, which is like your lower part of your belly, and so that there's a considerable amount of air, which also helps you open up the back of your throat here, and like this jawline back, it's open, and then you're able to do coo coo coo, right? So you're able to do that only when you have some level of compression, and he's doing a phenomenal job here. And also you can see like some of the phrases and the wordings are very close, so it's not enough time to like grasp air. And especially when you're singing live, if you do this in the mic, it's very audible, right? So there's a trick, like when you're breathing, taking a lot of air, better to move your mic away and take in a big gulp of air, or you have really good breath control, so you're able to take in a lot of air between or you don't release a lot of air, so you have really great control. So if you really want to know more about the fundamentals of singing, check out my free 5-part video series below. Click the link below where I go over all the 5 fundamentals of singing, and there will be some bonus videos as well there, which will help you go over all the fundamentals of singing with some really cool exercises, so you will know exactly how to sing, and how to sing with power, how to sing high notes, how to have all the fundamentals down, so that you feel the confidence, so you feel the courage, you know in your capability that what you can do. And so when you go on stage, you're not shy, you're confident, and you can absolutely kill it on stage. So let's go and let's do that. Let's see that. Like here, he has really good breath control right there. Like, stops and stares for a while. Girl, you're amazing. There's like very little gap to take in air, and he does a phenomenal job. He does it very quickly and very smoothly, right?
'Cause girl, you're amazing, just the way you
Like, just the way you are. So when he's doing this, he's like almost at the end of his breath. But that is you can see some good vocal coaching, or he learned from his dad. I know his dad was like a singer as well. Whoever he learned from, he really learned good amount of breath control, so he was able to sustain the phrase and the note with good volume, good compression. Okay, and it was very, very clear, it was not breathy, and he was able to do it because he had good air control, good breathing control. That is showmanship, and that shows how good he is at this thing. Right?
'Cause girl, you're amazing, just the way you are. Girl, you're amazing, just the way.
Time to catch some breath.
You
That was very beautifully done. It was not. It was not a falsetto. It was more like head voice, and he did it beautifully. He just ended it like very cool. The ending is like really. And here he goes in. So he goes from you are. It's like a flip. Ideally, you should avoid the flip as a singer, but sometimes it's okay on stage, and sometimes it has some kind of a different emotional impact. So that's there. But I worked with my coach for a long time, where he said we need to build this bridge when you go from your chest to your head voice. There should not be a break. You should not go. You should not be like this. It should be a streamline, like okay, so you should not have this where you are breaking, like having this break. But it sounds pretty nice here. I mean, it's not like people are gonna judge him or not, but as a great, if you're performing to sing and you want to sing live and you want to have this under control, it's better to have the streamline. So when you sing live, you have confidence that your voice is not going to break. Right? So you are. So one of the exercises which I teach in my course as well, and you can check it out, is this goo goo exercise, which I learned long time ago. Because what goo does is it helps you close your vocal cords better than an oo sound. So ooh, goo, 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 goo. Okay, so you can practice this, and then when you sing ooh, after practicing goo, it becomes easier to sing goo, ooh, right? So goo 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 goo, ooh 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 ooh. So ooh is a little bit harder than goo, but yeah, absolutely you can do that. I'm a baritone, it's really high for me too, but I'm trying my best to keep up with his vocals. So my range, like with time, my range expanded. Like these notes, few years ago, I would have never imagined that I would be able to hit them. Like it's not as powerful as still as I want them to be, but my range is really expanded. And when I warm up and practice more, I can really sing these high notes with power. So, and that's great to see. Bruno did a fantastic job. Okay, so this was a fantastic performance. I have to give credit to Mr. One and Only Bruno Mars. He did a fantastic job. and he brought a different vibe to this whole song. It was a fantastic experience, like this old Motown vibe. The bass was killing it. The guys were playing the saxophone and the drums, the trumpet. Sorry, they were really killing it. So his band is phenomenal. People don't get enough credit to his band. His band is really phenomenal musicians as well, and he brought so much to this performance. Right, it was so different, but in a way so much more engaging. He engaged in his like normal singing voice, then he used a little bit of falsetto, then a lot of head voice. He belted a bit. He had very good mic control. He had very good breath control. Overall, his tone was very good for this song. Like his tone really suits the feeling and the feel and the melody of this song suits beautifully. And yeah, overall, really impressive performance. I'm really kind of blown away by this performance, and I do not know how I missed it. I haven't seen this performance till this day today, but absolutely phenomenal. And if you also want to learn the basics of singing and go over all the basics so you can have more confidence, so you can become a more confident singer. Really go on stage, sing that karaoke night, go on stage just to have all these fundamentals down. Check out my free course, free mini series. Check out the link below. And I will send you all the free 5 fundamentals of singing and some bonuses there as well, which will really help you gain more confidence so you can have a solid head voice, chest voice, good breathing control, and all these fundamentals of singing handled for good. So if you really want to check it out in the description below. And I will see you in the next video. If you have any other suggestions of any other reactions you want me to react to, please post them in the comment section below. I would love to hear your thoughts. And what is the new videos they're gonna, because this is the way sometimes I find new videos. Like this one was suggested by another friend of mine, and I would have actually not even searched for it unless somebody really sent me this. So that was phenomenal, really amazing. And yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed it. I wish you guys great success on your singing journey. Definitely check out our link below if you haven't checked it out, the free 5-part video series which goes over all the fundamentals of singings. And until then, happy singing, guys. I'll see you guys in the next video. Until then, have fun and enjoy singing.